Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an gestural implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
This episode is brought to you by IKEA. College, it's about setting yourself up for success and showing off your style. At IKEA, you'll find what you need and want to create a space that puts who you are on full display. Want to turn your room into the college setup of your dreams? How about a dorm room where affordable meets amazing? IKEA is on it. Pick up from thousands of locations or find affordable delivery options that can take the stress out of getting set up for college. Shop now at IKEA-USA.com/readyforcollege.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Knowing you could be saving money for the things you really want, like that dream house or ride, is a great feeling. That's why the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you save when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
Hey, business owners, we know you know the importance of maximizing every dollar. With the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business American Express card, you can make your expenses work just as hard as you. From afternoon coffee runs to stocking office supplies and even team dinners, you can earn miles on all your business expenses. Plus, you can earn 110,000 bonus miles for a limited time through July 16th. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. If you travel, you know. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply. Offer ends 7/16/25.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
The Rising Tide of Burnout. Strategies for Combating Workplace Stress abstract. This article examines how burnout has become normalized in contemporary workplace culture, analyzing its systemic causes and organizational impacts. It explores 3 key contributing factors: the rise of constant connectivity through digital technologies that eliminate work-life boundaries, performance-oriented cultures that breed chronic stress through metrics and comparison, and the blurring of professional and personal domains that prevents psychological detachment essential for recovery. The article demonstrates how these normalized patterns not only harm employee well-being but also undermine organizational performance through increased absenteeism, turnover, and diminished creativity. Rather than accepting burnout as inevitable, the authors propose evidence-based preventive strategies that organizations can implement.
Brace the rudder!
Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
The Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen. And keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/Jack Welch MBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at Polestar.com.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS. Including establishing clear boundaries, humanizing performance metrics. Fostering autonomy, implementing flexible scheduling. Cultivating supportive team dynamics, training managers. And tracking engagement metrics alongside financial indicators. Burnout has become entrenched in modern organizational culture, with devastating consequences for both employee well-being and business performance. What was once considered an extreme outcome is now widely accepted as an inevitable part of professionally ambitious lives. However, this normalization obscures burnout's roots and prevents leaders from implementing lasting change. Today, we will examine key factors contributing to normalized burnout, such as technological connectivity, performance culture, and the lack of boundaries between work and personal life. The rise of constant connectivity, always-on digital technology, has blurred the lines between work and non-work hours, making true respite increasingly elusive. The rapid proliferation of smartphones, laptops, and other devices over the past decade has given rise to a 24/7 work mentality, Kaiser and Cortina. 2007. Even on evenings, weekends and vacations, employees feel compelled to monitor emails and messages out of a misplaced sense of obligation or fear of falling behind. Aeon. 2020. The loss of separation between domains fuels constant cognitive activation that eventually depletes mental resources and self-regulation. Sonnentag. 2012. In the financial services industry, this constant connectivity takes a particularly heavy toll. Investment banks and trading firms demand around-the-clock availability from employees to respond to market fluctuations. Scholes. 2019. Many staffers spend evenings and weekends obsessively refreshing screens and communicating with overseas offices. Without enforced break periods, burnout becomes the inevitable endpoint of this always-on work model. Performance culture breeds chronic stress. Today's results-oriented, productivity-focused workplace breeds chronic stress as the new defining feature of professional life. with data-driven performance metrics and public leaderboards creating an always-on work environment. Employees feel pressured to optimize every minute of their day for measurable outputs. Brown. 2014. This creates a vicious cycle where fulfilling one deadline simply leads to taking on more work without rest or replenishment. In technology companies notorious for excessive workloads and public shaming of underperformers. This high-output, comparison-based culture often leaves young employees physically and emotionally spent after just a few years. Streitfeld. 2018. Constant self-monitoring and maximizing for key performance indicators, KPIs, satisfies metrics but depletes individuals' sense of autonomy. Competence and social connection, essential buffers against burnout. Deci and Ryan. 2000. When companies over-index on measurable outputs without considering human well-being or limitations, burnout becomes the downstream cost of such short-term thinking. Sustainable success depends on nurturing both business results and employee resilience. Blurred boundaries enable always-on culture. The expectation of constant contact has normalized bringing work into personal spaces and non-work hours through mobile devices, making it difficult for employees to fully detach. Chesley. 2014. This denies recovery time, a key component of managing stress and mitigating burnout. Sonnentag. 2001. As boundaries dissolve between professional obligations and personal life, family and leisure activities lose their refreshing and re-energizing qualities. For professional services firms where client demands already challenge work-life balance, remote technology further enables an always-on mindset. Eichhoff et al. 2007. Consultants, account executives, and investment managers now feel pressured to respond to emails at all hours to maintain availability and client satisfaction. While mobility provides flexibility, its downside becomes the loss of sanctuary needed to psychologically detach from work demands. Dirks and Bakker. 2014. Without buffers between domains, strain accumulates until individuals lose capacity to self-regulate energy levels and experiences of workload feel uncontrollable. This chronic tension stemming from boundarylessness normalizes being constantly tapped into work via technology and sets employees up for eventual burnout. The organizational cost of unchecked burnout. The human toll of normalized burnout extends far beyond individual suffering. Unaddressed, it contributes to a range of negative organizational outcomes that impair business performance and profitability. Burnt-out employees exhibit increased absenteeism, presenteeism, being physically present but lacking productivity, and turnover, all draining the bottom line. Aronson et al. 2017. Disengaged staff also show diminished discretionary effort, creativity, and willingness to champion company goals. In knowledge-based and client service industries especially, employee well-being and engagement directly impact client experience. New business development and retention of lucrative accounts. Kalyanan and Ajovu. 2015. Yet many companies fail to recognize this crucial linkage, continuing short-sighted practices that wear out human capital without replenishment. This type of organizational, chronic stress hinders collaborative cultures and continuous improvement so essential for competitive advantage. Schofeli and Taris. 2014. By dismissing burnout as normal and accepting associated costs as inevitable overheads, leaders sustain conditions that undermine performance and profitability in the long run. A paradigm shift is needed to prioritize employee wellness as a strategic necessity, not just a nice-to-have perquisite. When companies invest to prevent burnout proactively, both human and business outcomes improve sustainably. Organizational solutions for prevention over treatment rather than accepting burnout as fated. Forward-thinking leaders implement a multi-pronged approach of policy, process and culture changes to cultivate resilience at scale. Research shows prevention holds far greater promise than reactively trying to fix already depleted employees, Schofield et al. 2009. By understanding and addressing systemic drivers, organizations can foster a sustainable engagement culture where burnout no longer takes root. Key evidence-based recommendations include: establish clear work-life boundaries, discourage excessive after-hours communication with strict core-hour policies supplemented by technical deterrents, automatic out-of-office messages, scheduling limits. Normalize employees fully detaching from work during non-core hours through leadership modeling. Humanize performance metrics, shift focus from hourly targets and public rankings toward competency development. Meaningful work and career growth. Address both task and relationship elements of jobs to enhance autonomy and sense of purpose. Foster autonomy and trust in remote work. Limit micromanaging mobile employees and convey confidence in their judgment away from direct supervision. Provide support without undue oversight to maintain motivation through self-determination. Implement schedule flexibility and time-off policies. Allow flexible start-end times. Comp time for overtime worked, sabbaticals and unlimited, rolling paid time off to support work-life integration and recovery from exhaustion between intense periods. Cultivate supportive team dynamics, foster camaraderie and accountability through regular social interactions to buffer stress. Encourage role modeling of healthy boundaries at all levels to establish new workplace norms. Prioritize manager training in employee wellness. Equip people leaders with skills to proactively identify burnout risks. Empower direct reports and role model work-life integration through policy and behaviors set from the top. Measure and publicly track engagement metrics. Benchmark employee well-being. Satisfaction and resilience indicators periodically and prominently alongside productivity and financials to keep organizational health and culture front of mind for continuous improvement. Conclusion: by understanding burnout's systemic causes and implementing multiple mutually reinforcing solutions, organizations can shift their culture away from short-term output focus and an always-on mindset that normalizes human depletion. Leaders must challenge assumptions that burnout represents an inevitable cost of doing business in today's workplace. With research-backed preventive strategies and a sustained commitment to employee wellness as a strategic priority, companies can cultivate resilience at scale and make engagement, not exhaustion, the new cultural standard. This paradigm shift benefits both individuals and business performance over the long run through a more sustainable approach to work.